We'll see if there's going to be any early game invades, right? That's always where you're looking at Lilia to kind of edge out a lead, is when you've got that priority. Being able to invade off tempo is super potent, but against the Zyra who clears so fast, sometimes those windows a little bit difficult to be expected. Again, it's just kind of how a lot of these jungle matchups go, even if you're really min-maxing, as now junglers trying to meet here.
Pyjamas sees an opening. He goes in there with the Zenith Blade. Milky Way gonna eat the Ignite, and First Blood will go over to Leaf. Flashes and Ignites blown. Pyjamas will survive with a couple of pots. First Blood over to NIP. And Xiaoshu, crucially, right, maybe if he can get out of lane, right? The TP, the teleports aren't unleashed, but if you could get that hero's entrance down for something potentially on the bottom side or the top side, but NIP have kind of made their move here, hitting level 6 at the perfect time as Shanji drops the equalizer as Leaf shows up from the bottom lane to the top lane, gets a Dark Harvest stack, but really not much else.
Yeah, it's a good lane swap, and it's great tempo here for Arky and NIP. As Lilla, I think you've overstepped your welcome, mate.
Oh man, bit off far more than he could chew with that hook, doing his best PP impression, and as a result, NIP will get the grubs.
I'm your biggest fan, PP God to Lilla. Yeah, not necessarily, but again, there's no grubs, right? So that tower take is still going to be kind of slow. It will be for a dragon on the side of NIP, though, so not feeling too bad about it. Shanji is going to try and make his way underneath this tower. Can they 100-0 him?
The Lilla redemption arc is on and very much off, but you did get the flash out of Shanji.
Equalizer in 4 seconds.
Yeah, you'll take that, but like you said, that equalizer coming back off cooldown. Does he use it on Jachi or does he use it on the wave? Might be the question. He will try to get both. Porque no los dos, and he gets the solo kill out of it. Jachi, welcome to the league, my friend.
As last time around, didn't exactly go their way.
Yeah, Lilla is on a different part of the map, you will notice, but it is Jachi that might be caught out here. He gets the equalizer dumped on him, point blank. Shanji with a death wish against Jachi, kills him twice in the span of a few minutes. Stranglethorns go up, Hero's Entrance goes out, as well as Pyjamas gets sent back to the gray screen. Not able to hit the W. Is Nenny on the Irelia able to flash away, but into certain death as now Tangyuan gets rolling. He's got the flash to go forward one more time should he want to. Can hop forward on that reset as well. Forces the flash out of the NIP jungler, and Leave will bounce, or excuse me, the NIP AD carry. Spell not going to land here, but
kind of do whatever they want on top of that objective, and RNG not being able to pick out a member, right, proactively losing Jachi at the start of that fight. Really makes things difficult to navigate.
Yeah, losing your AD carry before a fight, that's just kind of League of Legends 101. Never going to go well for you. NIP, complete dominance on the Rift, man. I mean, 4 for 4 on the neutral objectives. And some of it has been their setup, and some of it has been just the little plays that they've made and what they've done immediately on the back of those, right? Their tempo has been phenomenal. You called it tempo Exodia, and I would tend to agree. Dive coming in here. Talk about the CC chain. My goodness, Xiaoshu, poor kid, doesn't get to play the game. Shanji TP's in for the kill. How do you do?
Yeah, I mean, just making good use of the 6 grubs here. They're even going to be able to get this tower before that 14-minute mark, get the additional bonus plate gold, and RNG, they are matching this play here up on the top side, cross map, getting these towers, but again, you know, it still feels really bad. You're losing a kill, and you're even going to lose this tier 2, of course, which is just going to be even more gold. 250-ish split between Shanji, Leave, and Arky. Not bad at all. And even though RNG will trade out again, you know, another objective for another objective, the Herald being picked up. Given how RNG have approached a lot of these engages and these skirmishes so far, you actually have to be in a good position, right? Those waves pushed out. Great wave clear on both of those as shift our focus now to the Dragon in 50 seconds time. Tangyuan, very aggressive.
Almost got nailed there by the Solar Flare. Pyjamas going all the way to the backline. Shanji, the equalizer from a screen away, and Xiaoshu shows up, but too little, too late. He gets caught up in the Stranglethorns. The Vanguard's edge goes down. Depth Charge gonna land on Aki, but that is just the escape button. Nothing much to do about any of that. 2 kills again over to NIP. They are having it their way right now, Jamada.
Yeah, and they're utilizing their composition so well as a 3-man sleep comes in.
Milky Way gets a massive sleep. This could be the game changer they're looking for. It's Milky Way doing Milky Way things, but does the rest of the team have enough? Then he gets in, gets a kill, and gets the heck out of dodge. Milky Way gets lit up, and on the other side of things, Leave from downtown snipes him down. It's an unofficial ace for NIP.
Gets basically every ultimate dropped on his head, and again, this is the power of the NIP engage tools, right? So much range between the curtain call, between the equalizer, but all eyes on Milky Way. He sees 3 people extended too far forth this tower.
To really control that space, but you're going to get something out of this, and that something in this case for NIP is that top lane tier 1. But again, just making this eventual Baron easier and easier to set up.
Yeah, you just continue to take down. A great angle found by Nenny. makes use of, funnily enough, not really being able to secure prio on that top side of the map. So makes the rotation come in, and again, RNG just have to retreat. So much damage coming out from Leave's ultimate as well. They're going to have to expend key ultimates to really lock down a member of NIP. Because, again, it just feels like the turn power of Shanji or Neni to be able to, at the very least, take one with him is super high, as Milky Way chunked out, forced to flash away as well.
Yeah, he's out of the fight completely. Solar Flare going to land on Alala, the Milky Way. Oh, man, he gets locked up and sent into the gray screen. The Zanyas ends up being his undoing.
Pull up here as well, just to secure it. And NIP will get this purple worm. And it just feels like for RNG, I'm not even going to say time is running out. It feels like it has run out. I'm not really sure what more they can do with Milky Way blowing his flash as well. It feels like the potential of maybe catching out someone from an IP.
How much are you kind of panicking here? Because this is not the Milky Way game that was promised. This is not the anything that was promised right now. Unless, I guess, your expectations are, you know, a little more tempered, let's say. Actually, we got to hold that question potentially here, as Lilting Lullaby does land there. The sleep goes off. Lilla not able to land his hook. The equalizer goes out and separates everyone completely away from Xiaoshu, who's doing his absolute darndest, but is getting meleed by Shanji. Flashing forward, follows the flash of his own, and now heading for the hills, scared to death of a curtain call. Able to snipe Lilla out of the sky. Doing a little skeet shooting is Leave, and now they're going to crack open that base, Jamada.
Yeah, I mean, again, for RNG, they just had to pick a target. Their target, unfortunately, was PP God. And it was all they could really do. Scuffed engage in general just results in an IP being able to find the targets that they want in the response, and 2 inhibitors off the back of that from a good top wave and a wave already being present. This could just be the game with 6 grubs.
I was going to say, this looks like the ball game here. Jachi trying his darndest to get something down here with the Blighted Quiver, with anything. Milky Way just taking damage from a screen away.
Advancing, and then look at the damage here. 700, 800 onto Lilla. That's a tank, by the way. Mind you.
Yeah.
1 bullet, not even the 4th shot. Takes him out, and again, makes the fight unturnable for RNG.
Meanwhile, Lilla, just as quickly as he left the gray screen, he has found his way back. So, he'll put his hands back under his thighs and just kind of sit on him for a little bit as the rest of his team tries to weather the storm here. Chains of Corruption does land there onto PP God, but the equalizer prevents any sort of move forward. And guess what? Leave is level 16. To me, that means that curtain call is back in business. Xiaoshu sidesteps the last one, but Tang Yuan crucially does not get hit by it. Neni, kind of pressure that he can put on with that hull breaker. Right, getting a little bit further away from everybody, but with the Cloud Soul, with these grubs, this is the final push. Vanguard's edge goes out onto Tang Yuan. Hero's entrance comes down, trying to bail out the Tristana, but my goodness, just gets popped, deleted, sent into another dimension. Goodbye, sweet prince. Shanji doing a solo bolo thing under the tower. Lilith gets back to the screen just in time to watch his teammates die. It's a very sad scene all around, except, of course, if you are a Ninjas in Pyjamas fan, as they take game 1 in dominant fashion.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.